Oops. Gotta get my microphone on. Here we go. There we have it. Except I'm crooked. Still a little crooked. Oh well. Let go of my perfectionism. And it's really crooked. Let's see if I can. It's just not working. If I move the line where I can't see the line, then I can't tell if it's crooked. So get on in here. I've got my teacup, got my Be Still cup. You know, sometimes all we need to do is turn everything off. You know, we need alone time. We really do need alone time. Robert's gone to play chess this afternoon. I've had Joel Osteen. I've been listening to Joel Osteen on a podcast. Listen to Ted Cruz on a podcast. I've just been listening to a few podcasts. But sometimes you just need to turn off all the outside noise and just listen to what's in your heart. Just listen. And that's sort of called meditation. Meditation is good. It's really good. I could talk you through a guided meditation, but sometimes we just need to close our eyes and do it for ourselves. So let's drink up. Let's drink to being still. And this Bible verse that's on this cup is, "Be still and know that I am God." And it's from Psalms 46:30. Be still. I've got some things I need to hang on my walls. And I've got a little, and he said to her, "Daughter, be of good cheer. Your faith has made you well. Go in peace." How wonderful is that? That is from Luke 8:48. And there's a song by Sam Cooke. And I love to listen to this song. And it's about just the touch of the garment. Just touch the hem of the garment. That's beautiful. Just a little bit of faith. A little bit of faith. I need you all to say prayers for Pastor Andrew's daughter, who's in China, and she's trying to get out of China and get back to Tanzania. So say prayers for her. She could not get to the airport today, and so she's had to reschedule her flight. So I've been praying for her all night long. She's trying to get out of China. Yeah, we need a Fly Lady mug. I'm sure we do. I want one that keeps things warm. So drink up, folks. It's time to pick a topic. I'm going to dig in our little bowl of good stuff. I didn't look for this. I promise I didn't. It's taking breaks. You know, we are on such go mode. We don't slow down. We go as fast as we possibly can every waking hour until we have two speeds. We have dead stop and we have 90 miles an hour. Well, if you don't take breaks, God's going to make you stop. God's going to make you stop. You're either going to get sick, and you know, right now with this coronavirus in China, it is a scary, scary thing. But we've got to be prepared. The worst part of a virus like this is a lung infection, of your lungs just filling up with fluids. And we've got to take breaks. We've got to stop the sinus infections from happening. You need to humidify your air in your house to help break up the mucus in your lungs. Get in a shower with wonderful steam happening. Have your own spa day in your shower. It's really good for you. Use a saline nasal spray to help break up the sinus mucus. So we have to be prepared for these things. I have an emergency kit over here in the floor that I take with me when I travel. It's a red bag. It's my emergency kit. It has a Ziploc bag full of everything you need for a stomach virus, everything you would need for a bad cold, bronchitis, and it's over-the-counter medications. But we need elderberry in our little pharmaceutical, our medicine chest. It's not a little red bag. It's a big red bag. I mean, if I got it out and went through it, there's a hazmat suit in there. Because I put this bag together back when E. coli was happening, and I was having to do a lot of traveling. And not only did I put that together, but I had an electric skillet that I could take with me in case we couldn't go out to restaurants when Michelle and I were traveling. I needed to be prepared to get back home. And you can go many days without eating, but you can't go without water. So you've got to have a way to have water. So get one of those straws that purifies water if you have to, because rainwater is pretty pure if you catch it from the source. And a life straw, it's called a life straw. So I have a life straw in my bag. There are lots of things we can do. Elderberry is amazing stuff. It's God's little remedy for viruses. I keep echinacea in my house all the time. So being prepared, having electrolytes, you can get powdered electrolytes and keep in your house, because when you get the stomach bug or any bug that dehydrates you, you need electrolytes to keep your heart going. So get what you need. And when you sit down and you're still, when you be still, you can think of these things. You can really think of these things. So folks, take a few minutes this afternoon to think about what you need in the event of a pandemic hitting our country and wherever you are in the world. Because I know you're everywhere. But you would need electrolytes. You would need a supply of water. You would need a supply of food. And there are some companies that you can buy some things from that are low-carb foods that you can have in your house. We have a big supply of food. We could survive. It might not all be low-carb, but, I could do intermittent fasting and only eat small amounts of carbs. I could do it. And this is what I was telling little Esther last night, is you can go many days without eating, but you can't go without water. You can't go without water. So I buy elderberry in veggie capsules. That's what I buy it in. And I keep a big supply of elderberry. And we got some rain here. It's flooding here. And luckily, we're on high ground. We're on high ground. So keep Miss Esther Ruth in your prayers. She has she's got to try to get out of that city. And she has survived this virus. She is not infected anymore. She has survived it, but she did it with fasting and drinking plenty of water. So what does it say? Feed a cold and starve a fever. anytime you don't put food in your body can heal. It's amazing. It's amazing that anytime you don't put food in your body goes from digesting food to focusing on what it is that ails you. And that's an amazing thing. The body is an amazing tool if we'll just allow it to do what it's supposed to do. And fasting is how people healed in Bible times. I don't know what's going on with my hair. We just have to be still. And if you want hey, I like zombie movies. I'm telling you, I've always liked zombie movies. That's probably something that people don't know about me, but I'm a Walking Dead fan. But before that, I've watched The Stand. If you want to be scared out of your pants, you need to watch The Stand, a Stephen King movie. It's about a virus that went pandemic. Yep, a virus that went pandemic. And I don't think we're getting all the news out of China. I don't think they want us to know what's happening in China, but it's bad. It's bad. Because I'm hearing from people that are there. I am hearing from people who are there. And people are being arrested for not wearing a mask. I have a supply of masks in my emergency kit. I have a supply of masks. I have a hazmat suit. I've worn a hazmat suit to the beauty shop before for Halloween. Justin's worn a hazmat suit. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny. So, folks, put together your emergency kit. No, we've sent out an email many times about a day at the beach. Well, a virus that affects your lungs and causes you to have pneumonia, you got to be able to get that stuff out of your lungs. You got to be able to cough it up. You've got to be able to get it out. And what's the doctor tell us when our kids have a lung infection, bronchitis or pneumonia? They tell you to cup your hands like this and pound your child's back. Well, you get your children to do that to your back. If you have a sinus infection and you have one of those back vibrators, you can put it on your cheeks and you can get a harmonic resonance going in your cheeks. And it'll drain all that mess out of you. I have a supply of Neil-Med, Neil Med. Look it up on Amazon. It is a neti pot with a little force. There's a thing that's powered called Navage that will rinse your sinuses out when you can't breathe. So there's lots of tools out there, but just a saline water solution, salt and water solution, you can, with warm water, and rinse your sinuses out. It needs to be sterile water, though. It needs to have come to a boil and cooled down. Now, ask me why I know that. Because people have gotten, it needs to be sterile water. I love those things. But I don't have to use them often because I am hardly ever sick. I got bronchitis last April. That's the last time I was sick, and I had to miss my sister's wedding. And I was doing everything I possibly could, and it was a bad virus. I think we should always be stocked up on stuff. I'm not saying this to scare you. I think we should all be ready for sickness to come to our house because nobody feels like going to the doctor. Poor little Esther's in China by herself. She was teaching and she just wants to get home to her children. So have a supply of medications on hand. Uh, it never hurts. Now, I don't like over the counter cold and sinus medicines. I think it stops the symptoms, and the symptoms are there to help clear things out. I don't like to hold things in. I like to get it out of me. Same way with Imodium. I don't like Imodium unless the diarrhea is going on for days and days and days. But you have to take care of yourself. And you have to take a few minutes to investigate your medicine cabinet. Next week we're in zone 3. That's our bathroom. Where do you keep your medicines? You're right. Stay stocked up so you don't have to go expose anybody else. You might not have somebody that can go to the doctor for you. So you can order stuff from Amazon and it be shipped to your house next day. That is the most amazing thing. I was listening to Scott Adams this morning, and he says, do not take advice on investing in the stock market from a cartoonist. But what he said was brilliant, which was told to him by somebody who was pretty rich. And he said, invest in things you can't do without. Invest in things like gas companies. Invest in things, where else you going to get there's no competition. Things that are monopolies. Facebook, no competition. Wisconsin's a beautiful place. I love Wisconsin. Yep, it is a beautiful place. I've been all over that state. I was only there 1 week, but I was all over that state. So, take care of yourself. Know what your family would need. Put together a day at the beach pack. Have the things to make some popsicles for your kids that are Pedialyte popsicles. Things that keep your tummy soft and taken care of. There's Megan. Megan is married to the olive oil guy, which I need to sit out that email. I haven't done it yet. It's just been a crazy week here in Brevard. So folks, spend some time today thinking, taking a break. When you take a break and you think about things, you can get a lot of stuff done. And make a list and take a picture of it. You can do this. Think about taking care of your family in the event of a big pandemic, or in just you having the stomach virus, or everybody being sick in your house. Think about it. Write things down on paper. Check your inventories. We're in zone 3 next week. Chicken soup is a good thing. Yep, chicken soup. It's good for what ails you. Well, somebody is at my door. I will talk to y'all later. I love you all. See ya.